So I work for West Contra Costa Unified School District. We serve kids in the cities of San Pablo, Richmond, El Cerrito, Kensington, Hercules Pinole, and El Sobrante. So we're a large district. Right now I'm working with our preschool population, so all of our preschool children in the district who are eligible for special education services. But I can work with kids from age 3 up through 22 in the district who have special needs. So I received my bachelor's in psychology, and I have a minor in rehabilitation services and early childhood education. And then I got my master's in school psychology and my credential in school psychology. And right now I'm finishing my dissertation in school psychology also. I think the positives are that I get to work with a really wide range of kids and their families. So we're able to offer support services for a lot of families who often don't know kind of where to go or how to get started in the process, which is a really nice opportunity to be able to really work with the families and put together an education plan to help serve these kids. I think the negatives are that we can get very impacted, so we don't have limits on our caseloads. We really serve whatever kids walk in the door and need services. So we can get very overwhelmed with the numbers around here, and often we focus on assessment instead of the counseling and consultation that I also like to do. Mostly we're dealing with assessment issues, so we have families come in with concerns about autism or developmental disabilities, and those are the issues that we're most frequently working with. Trying to make accurate assessments for the kids and then explaining what those eligibilities and those needs are to the family so they understand really how to help those kids too. That varies a lot. So this week I've done assessments for 3 different kids. I do classroom consultation for kids who need behavior support. So I'm in 3 different classrooms, that's 20 to 30 kids this week. And then I do counseling and support services for a couple other kids too. So generally anywhere from, I'd say 5 until about 50 kids a week. That's a good question. I started out actually as a preschool teacher, and I had several kids in my classroom who had special needs, and we really just weren't sure how to help those kids at all and didn't know kind of what the best way to educate them was. So that's what started my interest in really kind of figuring out what those kids needed and how we could serve them more. And so that led me to school psychology.
Okay.
So school psychologists have a wide range of career options. Most school psychologists do end up working in the schools. And when you work for a district or for a school, you have really 3 roles. So you do assessments, counseling, and then consultation with teachers and other staff members. You can also get your license and work in private practice and do similar things in the private sector. Other school psychologists end up doing research often for nonprofits or for government agencies to look at effective educational interventions and policies. And some school psychologists do end up going on to do more of the kind of policy and litigation route to kind of pass things through. I have some friends that I went to school with that are now in Washington, D.C. making program recommendations for the next iteration of No Child Left Behind. So there's really a wide range of things depending on what your interest is.